So, what if I told you that one of the most powerful tools we have in the fight against climate change isn't a giant solar panel or a fancy electric car, but an insect? It sounds kind of wild, right? Today, we're diving into how the black soldier fly is taking on one of our biggest global challenges: waste. I mean, our cities produce mountains of garbage, and when all that stuff rots, it pumps out some seriously potent greenhouse gases, speeding up the climate crisis we're all facing.
It's a strange question when you think about it, isn't it? How can the leftovers from your dinner possibly have an impact on global weather patterns? Well, the connection is way more direct and a lot more powerful than you might imagine. It really all comes down to what happens to that garbage after it leaves your house.
Just think about all the organic waste we create every single day. Apple cores, vegetable peels, leftovers from restaurants, you name it. When all of this stuff gets piled high in a landfill, it gets buried and starts to break down without any oxygen. And that specific process, it releases huge, and I mean huge amounts of methane gas straight into our atmosphere.
Now, we hear about carbon dioxide all the time, right? But in this story, methane is the real heavyweight champion of warming. In the short term, it's a way more potent greenhouse gas, which means it traps a lot more heat and really accelerates global warming. It's a massive driver of the climate crisis, and that makes dealing with organic waste a top priority.
And this problem becomes especially critical in developing countries. You see, in places like Nepal, where waste management systems are often limited, the production of methane can be even higher, making the climate crisis, both locally and globally, that much more severe.
So, what's the answer here? You're probably thinking of some complex, high-tech solution. A new chemical process or some massive, expensive machine. But the most innovative solution isn't anything like that at all.
Instead, the hero of our story is this pretty remarkable insect, the black soldier fly. This isn't about inventing something new from scratch. It's about harnessing one of nature's most efficient, built-in processes. It's a truly smart, elegant solution, and nature already did all the hard work for us.
Okay, so how does this tiny little creature offer such a powerful answer to our huge waste problem? Well, it all comes down to its life cycle and its incredibly efficient larvae. Think of them as nature's own super recyclers.
The process is just brilliantly simple. First, you collect all that organic waste. Then, you put it into a controlled system with the black soldier fly larvae. And these little guys are voracious eaters. They get to work right away, just consuming the waste at an incredible speed. And when they're done, we're left with two extremely valuable products.
The efficiency here is honestly staggering. These larvae can reduce the total volume of organic waste by 70 to 80% in less than a week. Just picture a huge pile of garbage shrinking down to a fifth of its original size in just a handful of days. That is a massive amount of waste kept out of landfills, preventing all that methane from ever being created in the first place.
And here is where it gets really cool. This is the key to what we call a circular economy. The system doesn't just get rid of a problem, it actually transforms that problem into valuable resources. So instead of waste being the end of the line, it becomes the beginning of a whole new sustainable cycle.
The first output is the larvae themselves. After feasting on all that waste, they become packed with protein. These larvae can then be harvested and used as a super sustainable and affordable feed for animals like fish and chickens, which reduces our reliance on other, less eco-friendly feed sources. The second product is what the larvae leave behind, which is known as frass. And this stuff perfectly illustrates the no-waste idea of the whole system. This frass is an amazing, nutrient-rich organic fertilizer that farmers can use to improve their soil health and boost their crop yields. So this is where our perspective really shifts. We're not just talking about cleaning up garbage anymore. We are talking about taking direct, meaningful action against climate change itself. The stakes are higher than they've ever been, and this solution really meets the moment. This quote right here gets to the absolute heart of it. Using the black soldier fly to manage waste isn't just a passive environmental act. No, it's an active strategy for fighting climate change. It's a tool that can be used right now to make a real, measurable difference.
So what makes it such a powerful tool? Well, for one, it directly cuts methane emissions right at the source. It's also low cost and easy to scale up, which is perfect for developing nations. It completely avoids harsh chemical treatments, so there's no secondary pollution. And maybe best of all, the results are fast. We're talking visible changes in a matter of days, not decades.
So let's bring this global solution down to a local level. For a country like Nepal, which is dealing with growing cities and major agricultural needs, this technology isn't just some neat idea. It could be a total game changer. The benefits here are real, and they are immediate. This system can help keep Nepal's fast-growing cities cleaner. It gives farmers a steady, local source of organic fertilizer. It creates new green jobs in a growing industry, and it helps build a true circular economy, turning what was once urban waste into rural wealth.
Of course, implementing this on a big scale is going to have its challenges. You need more public awareness, for sure. You need some initial investment to get the systems up and running, and you need the right technical know-how to manage them. But honestly, these are all hurdles that can be cleared with the right training and support.
So this all brings us to one final, really crucial question. For decades, we've looked at piles of organic waste and just seeing a problem, something gross that we need to get rid of. But what if we've been looking at it completely wrong this whole time?
The black soldier fly really forces us to see waste not as a problem, but as a resource. It's an opportunity to create value, to fight climate change, to support agriculture, and to build a more sustainable and circular future for every single one of us. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.